No? No? Maybe no? How about meow? One more time. There we are. We are live. Welcome to the live stream. It is the climb to one, the absolute worst YouTuber you have ever known who doesn't even know if he's live or not. And this is November of 15th, 2024, a Friday. All right, let's get into it. First off, this would be the day that dividends would pay, but because of DRIP, right, that is suspended and they hold it until they put the money into the stocks on a Monday. Well, it's going to be interesting to see because, as you see, we had 10 stocks. We now have 6 stocks. We trimmed a bit. Yes, indeed, we trimmed a bit. We're very happy with our trimming. Why are we happy with our trimming? We're happy with our trimming because we added about $200 annually to our dividends, and we got rid of some bad total return stocks. Also, we consolidated some areas. YMAG has been running better than YMAX, and YMAX has been running better than RDTE, XDTE, QDTE. So we didn't quite consolidate all the weeklies into YMAG, but we did just swap some of the weeklies for YMAG. We were getting 11 cents here, 15 cents here, 33 cents here, and I'm just like, if I'm going to do this, let's have a weekly that's actually producing like dollars per week, $1 to $2 per week, and we'll build up off that. So we have increased our yield, we have increased our total return, and instead of having nickels and dimes coming through every week, we're going to have dollars coming through every week into one isolated position. All right, and you see here, last time we looked at this was going to be like 64 for this month. Then the next month was going to be like 80, and we were happy with that. That was good, but this is obviously better. Now let's go over one issue. One issue is we picked up NVDY. On its own, that's not bad. The only issue is that NVDY does their dates early in the month. Well, that wouldn't be an issue, except we've already passed it. We're not going to get a dividend for NVDY in November. So that sucks. However, to counterbalance that, NVDY isn't really paying that big of a dividend, and we only put $100 of our account into NVIDIA. Not NVIDIA, but, NVIDIA Lite here. Actually, $100.62. It is our lowest weighting. So it's not that big of a deal. We're going to miss out on $4 this month, but that's okay. Especially if we put it in other places, it's going to generate more money. Who are the big swingers? Well, we have 2 big swingers. Coney and Misty are the real driving engine here. They're the ones that are giving the big returns on dividends. So we are, these numbers are updated for the new share values. This is not what I will be getting this month for these. This is actually more than I will be getting this month for these. We did the last video that showed how much we will be actually getting with the previous share amount. But at what I have now, this would be $53 coming in and 19 cents for Misty, and $28.40 coming in for Coney at the share values I hold now. So that's pretty big. Well, what about the others? Well, we just talked about NVDY. That'd be bringing about $4.09, maybe $4.10. Maxi, which will be bringing about $4.23. And YDTC, which is only bringing $2.09, maybe $2.10. Okay, so why do we have YDTC? Because the current United States government, after the elections, is opening up towards crypto, They're going to be buying something like a million of the Bitcoin, and YBTC is kind of directly connected to the Bitcoin. So the better Bitcoin does, the better YBTC does. So I can't see a world where this fund doesn't do well now. So we're going to hold on to it, even though it is the one that is lagging the most behind on the dividends. Hopefully, either that improves or it goes up a lot in value. Either one. All right, and then that leaves our lone weekly pair, which is YMAG here. And YMAG is going to be bringing me about $2 and close to 50 cents a week. But YMAG varies. As long as we're getting $1 a week off YMAG, I'm good with it at the current amount of shares. But the expected currently is $2.48, which would be about $9.94 a month, almost $10 a month. And $10 a month does not get me where Misty or Coney is, but it does get me over where a lot of these other guys are, like by double. So what are we looking at for the plan? And as you see today, it responded good. Here, you see this line. This was during the middle of my sell-off and my buybacks. Boom, boom, boom. So you see, we were we were doing okay. We were trekking upwards, but we ended rather strong. We ended way up in the 120.60s. So I think it was a good move. I feel a good short-term move. I definitely feel it's a good long-term move, but I think it's a good short-term move already. I mean, as I told you, we only put $100.62 into NVDY, and it's already up $1 today. We put in $226.28 in the YMAG, and it's climbed up 54 cents for me. So very nice. YBTC finally gets full shares again. We did not give it all the shares back. We did not put it up to $200 because we shifted off of YBTC to go more heavy into Misty and Coney. But yeah, everything is up. Everything, we had some individual sales that were at a loss, but they were like a $4 loss here, but the other sell profited like 20. So, remember, we put $1,120 in. That's all we've put in. 1,120. So we're up 130, 140. When we go look at account investing, we can see that the equity here is a good deal more than my 1,120. So we are at a net profit overall on all the moves. The plan going forward is going to be, I think we're going to have a race. And I think we're going to try to get Coney, which we currently have $226 into, to 100 shares. Okay, well, why 100 shares of Coney? Well, one, it's the cheapest stock I currently have, so it's the quickest to get to 100. But two, when we look Coney dividend history, Coney gives regularly $1 a month. And then you'll have the 1.5s, you'll have the 2s, the crazy 2.7s, all right? But you can expect $1 a month. If I have 100 shares, that's $100. And on the good months, woohoo, even better. Then you look at the price, all right, so we get $100. I want $100. Give me $100. And we divide that by 1620, say. And now you go from 100 shares to 106 shares. You go from $100 to another $1.20 there, okay? And it's just feeding into itself. You're getting many multiple shares per month on your drip. That's awesome. Uh, it could take, we could be done with Coney, not done, I don't want to say done. We could hit our 100 shares in 2 months' time. The buy-in on the 29th, I could throw a whole 700 just at Coney. And we know that I want to do enough to get the account to 2,000. Currently, that would mean 750. Hopefully, the account keeps going up, gets me back up to 1,300, maybe more, so I don't have to put as much in. But we've already done the math. We haven't. I have. Let's take 700 and divide by 1620. Get another 43 shares plus the 14 shares we have. You're talking about 57 shares. Well, we saw that 700 got you 43. So if I followed that up in January with another 700, ding, ding, ding. In January, we'd be sitting on 100 shares of Coney and ready for the next move. Well, what would the next move be? Time to hit that weekly. We'd be going into YMAG. Now, YMAG happens to be the next cheapest, but that's not why we would be doing YMAG next. We'd be doing YMAG next because it's the weekly. I'd have a big, heavy hitter engine in Coney paying me monthly. Boom, boom, boom. And then I'd have YMAG coming through, and we see, we'll call it 20 cents, but there is risk that it goes below 20 cents. It absolutely has. Here's where the weekly started: 19, 17, 16, 28, 22, 5, 15, 20, 21. But we'll just be smooth with it, call it 20. So 100 shares, 10 shares would get you $2. 100 shares would get you $20 a week. So you're looking at about $80 a month. You're looking at $20 a week. Well, $20, hey, look, $19.40 every week. You're just getting a free share of YMAG. Boom, 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 boom. That's why you want to put YMAG to 100 next. So Coney, then YMAG. Would the third play be to run something else to 100? Maybe, possibly, but I don't think I want to. I don't think I want to make that a mandate. I think we're definitely going to go Coney for 100, follow that up by YMAG for 100, and then evaluate where we're at and how we're feeling. Having a nice $20 pop every week, and then having that come over the top of a good 100 in the middle of the month, because that's where Coney is the middle of the month. If we messed with something, I think the next thing after that would be Misty, because Misty is also a big payer, but Misty pays at the end of the month. So I'd have nice weeklies coming in. I have Coney setting me up in the middle of the month. Then I have Misty coming big right before or right on time with my deposits. And then after that, I guess we would look at NVDY, because it's the only early payer, even though it's a low payer. But, by now we're talking 6, 9, 12 months out. So who even knows? Obviously, we don't want to lock things in. We want to check on the market, because if something new is out there that's really good, or if something is selling at a deep discount, I don't want to be like, well, I said I was getting this. Right? We want to stay flexible with it. But that's the change. You see, we sold out of our will. We paid the dollar, which is fine. That means we got 11 in premiums, but we paid $1 out, so that's 10. And then we sold like a $5 loss. So Sundial ends up, netting us $5, which on the one hand we can say, yay, profit. But on the other hand, we would have just made more money had we kept it in the stock and caught the dividends. Well, not more, because YBTC was got us 408 last month. We made 5, but it's very close. It's splitting hairs at that point. And YBTC did have a price hike while we were it's been as high as 55. It's not now, but it's been as high as 55, and our average cost before was like 45. So selling out for the sundial probably wasn't the super best thing. I still want to work the will option on a stock, but like right now, we just need all the return, and that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to accelerate returns, right? And we did. We got 2 premium payments out of it, whereas YBTC had already paid the dividend. And now we're back into YBTC before the next dividend. So we're not missing any YBTC dividends. So that's awesome. But overall, that's the moves for today. We went over yesterday on what our actual dividends were. Let me pull up over here. We'll just go over it again. What we were actually receiving from YMAX will be 89 cents. From XDTE will be 52 cents. From QDTE will be 60 cents. From RDTE will be 93 cents. I really hope they do not put those right back into the stocks. These are on drip. Again, these are on drip. And those 4 stocks and Ulti for $8.30 are not in my account anymore. So hopefully they just, on Monday, drop the dividends into the account. Otherwise, I'm going to have to sell fractional shares, and it's going to be, that's not fun. But Coney, I do have, and Coney will roll $16.30 into itself. That'll probably be happening Monday. And we've looked, Coney is at $16.17, so that would be a whole extra share of Coney right there. So yay that. So those are the actual dividends that we are waiting on to go through. So Monday's video may have me selling off like 5 freaking stocks that don't even have a share because it dripped back in even though they're gone. We'll take a quick look. I've already went to drip, but I'll just show you guys. I don't know what it's going to do because dividend reinvestment, and then dividend reinvestment, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 funds, which is what I have. YMAG was not set up, so I had to turn it on. No, NVIDIA was not set up, so I had to turn it on. Funny that NVIDIA wasn't, but YMAG was. So, like, this isn't showing them for the drip to go through, so I don't know how it's going to work. We're going to learn. It's going to be a learning experience. All right. But that's it. We've gone over the actual dividends that were to be received today, but are in limbo because of drip. We went over the sells and the buys for the restructuring, the getting out of the option. We went over the total gain. Woohoo, money! We are up on the day, and we are up on the total. That is all good. 1,120 invested, so we're up 136 currently. We're up 18 on the day, and the after hours is already starting to work for us a bit here. Hopefully we have a good after hours night. And then the next was the 22nd. Yes, the 22nd is... 22nd is Misty, right? Yes. Yeah. I think the 22nd is Misty. So we should get a big payment on the 22nd. All right, guys. That's going to cover it. It's been fun. It's even been real fun. This is the Climb to 1.